All right, so hello, good evening, happy Sunday. So once again, this is Kason the artist going live. This is day 3 in a row, huh? It's pretty rare, but it's happening. So welcome into yet another live. So as y'all know, I'm the creator of Skylark under K Anime. So be sure to check that out. And as some of you may know, I'm also going to be participating in Artfight this year. It's like this thing where other artists post up their characters and they draw them. So it's gonna be I learned about it last year, but this I didn't participate, so I'm gonna participate this year. Let me see. Just got back from the convention. Hey, Pink Birds, welcome in, and hope you had a good time at the convention. How was it, by the way? All right, so we're gonna get started. So the last 2 days I did some character sheets. The first one on Friday night I did of Robin Skylark. She's the main leader of the Skylarks, and they did some little details. You can see down the video I did on Friday, and yesterday I did one of Bluebell Lapis, another favorite of mine. And tonight we're going to be doing another one of my favorites called his name is Akira, and I'm going to get sketchy on him and start talking about him soon. So let's get before that. Where's that? There we go. Let me see what y'all saying. Let me see. It was a blessing, and I had a great time. I'm glad to hear that. I'm glad you. A convention's always a great time. I'm glad you had a great time too. I hope one of these days we can meet each other at one. That would definitely be something. I can't wait for that. Ooh, excuse me. Let me see. Yeah, I'm going to Animated Philadelphia in October. Oh, I didn't know there was another one in October. I'm not sure I'll be. Well, I'm not sure if I'll be able to make it that one, but I don't know, maybe. But anyway, yeah, you've been going to a few of conventions. You went to one last month too, right? I'm glad you're going to a lot of conventions and having a good time. Let me see. Let me see. Yeah, just writing out a list of things going to do. Hell yeah. All right. I like that. Good to hear. Hey, Artsy. Welcome. Thanks for joining. Hey, Carmen. How you doing? Oops. So I'm working on yet another character sheet for Artfight. Oh, so how was everyone's weekend so far? How was everyone's weekend? Let me see. It's good. I did a thing today. Ooh, what kind of thing, Artsy? Oh, now I'm interested. What kind of thing? If you don't mind me asking. How was yours? I had a pretty good weekend. Had a pretty chill weekend. I got to manage to do some lives in a long time, so that's one thing. But other than that, I just relaxed, just took it easy. Let me see. Weekend's good so far. I got a lot of panels done. Got 3 more panels for the page I'm working on. Congratulations, Carmen. I'm glad to hear that. Yep, go Carmen. I'm glad to hear you get your pages done. I'm always glad to hear when everyone else is being productive. Let me see. Let me see. I recorded my first audition for an animation. I want to be a voice actor. Oh, wow. Congratulations, RC. I'm glad to hear that. That is awesome. Yeah, nice, RC. I like, yeah. Yeah, that's a great thing. Congratulations. You're gonna definitely get it. I know it. Actually, while we're on the subject, I've also been thinking about diving into maybe voice acting. It's just an idea. But yeah, I definitely can't wait to hear the good results from you on your end, Artsy. I see. Thank you. You're very welcome, Artsy. Nice to meet you. Yeah, I'm glad you're all getting to know each other. All right, so I'm sketching. Here's Akira's base sketch so far. So one thing I hear a lot is that me and Akira look alike. But personally, I don't really see it all that much. Though I guess it's hard to tell at this moment, but let me see. I also subscribe to you, RT Lotus. Yup. Well, be sure to subscribe to all your channels and stuff. That would be so cool. I actually found something you might like to do. I'll send it to you. Oh, thank you, Artsy. Thank you so much for the sub. I just saw. Nice to meet you too. Yeah, I'm glad you guys are getting to know each other. Hmm. Oops. All right. Now, time to do a side profile. All right, so a little lore info. Akira is one of the smartest of the Skylarks. He's pretty much he's the brain of the group. He's the go-to guy when you need some answers. And he also serves somewhat as a secondary leader for the Skylarks. Although most times he preferred not to, but he does it nonetheless. And I've mentioned it before, Akira is also one of my favorite characters to draw. And as I stated before, a lot of people think Akira is based off of me, but not really though. Matter of fact, do you guys have a character who people think look like you or is based off of you? Hmm. Let's see. Hey Sen, welcome. How you doing this Sunday? Let's see. What's good, bro? And I feel like all my OCs take a part of me. Yep, I feel you. I'm the same way. I feel like a lot of most of my characters, well, actually a lot of them take some inspiration from me. And I have to admit, me and Akira do have some many similarities, but I think we have some main differences too. Because if I'm being honest, Akira's a lot smarter than I am, and I also say he's more braver than I am too, and he's also cooler than I am. But I'm getting off track. But anyway, but yeah, oops, hold on. But yeah, many of my characters also take some parts of me as well, and there's nothing wrong with that, of course. Yeah, there's nothing wrong with a character taking being inspired by you. In fact, that's a good thing. The more relatable you are to your character, the easier it is to write them, I'd say. You can understand them more because because you've pretty much more or less been in their shoes, I guess, if that makes sense. So yeah, going back to what I said about your character being like you, yep. If you make a character that's just like you, then that's fine too. That helps make the character more relatable. Well, I guess relatable to you, but that also means it makes it easier for you to write them because you understand what they've been through and all that stuff. And it also makes them a bit more personal too. So that way you can it helps out. I think it can also help out with the story because it also feels that personal too. Though not to say that I can fully relate to them because most of Akira's life story I can't really compare to mine, but anyway, I think you get my point. Because the point I'm trying to make is the more you connect with your character, that easier it is become they relate to you, and also they can may relate to others as well. I mean, you can make a character that you can relate to and still write them good, but well, I guess you all get what I'm saying, right? Let me see. To be honest, Elfin is not me at all. He's an original character. And I get that, yeah. Yup, he's his own character. But there's nothing wrong with him being a little similar to you as well, is what I'm saying. But yep, but yeah, I do get what you're saying as well. He's his own character. You're you and he's him. Let me see. Elfin, yeah, I can relate. Yep, I feel you. Oh yeah, something y'all may have noticed too. Akira has like rectangular eyes, as opposed to the others who had like regular. Well, let me see. Like if you could tell, the eyes are like a little bit curved, a little bit, but Akira's eyes are pretty square. Makes it a little more easier to draw him too, and to differentiate him when I'm drawing other characters. Let me see. I feel you. Yep. Thanks, Sten. I'm glad what I'm saying is making making sense to y'all. Let's fix up his hair a little bit. Yeah, getting hair just right can be a little difficult for me. At least sometimes. That's better. All right. Oh, yeah, I hate when it does this. There you go. Right, let me see what y'all saying. Let me fix the feet. Let me fix the shoes a little bit. There we go.
So, the other day, I heard about a site called design.com. Now, starting a new business is already overwhelming. Figuring out if I'm right or not doesn't have to be on design.com seems to really figure it out. Here's what makes it interesting. It's got this top-loaded AI logo generator that's going to give you some facts. Just take a new business name, idea, a cafe, restaurant, bookstore, whatever. Boom, it gives you thousands of unique logo ideas in seconds. Would you say those cookie cutter designs, they actually look professional because the base from templates like this is people around the world. It doesn't stop at that, guys. Once you get that, they've got tools for websites, business cards, and even social media designs that match perfectly with your logo. It's all in one place. Honestly, it's free to try, so it's one of those why not situations. Just check out design.com. It really the whole brand process for it.
Meet WillFlex Epic Quick White, the ultimate white ink for all your printing needs. This high-quality, non-phthalate ink offers exceptional printability and a unique appearance. Enjoy unmatched soft hand feel and excellent quality. Designed for automatic pressings, Quick White features an incredibly fast flash time and minimal macro flash time, making it perfect for high-speed production. Its sweat pit strips and easy mesh clearance ensure smooth operation on all automated presses. Quick White also provides good bleed resistance for your poly.
All right. So anything going on? Anything with the any comics or anything about like that? Anyone would like to share? Let me see what y'all said. Alright, that takes care of all the line art. Alright, rasterize. What? Oops. And that's why it's important to make sure what layer you're on. Now let's see. Actually, alright, so Akira's design is rather simple. He has dark blue hair, he has dark skin, and he also has like a blue shirt and dark and black pants. And hold on. He also has a pair of blue and black shoes. And he has a watch. And also going on detail the watch. Akira has ice powers that he's able to control ice. Oh, excuse me. Akira can control ice, and the watch is also able to help him out with that too. If he uses it, he can put his hand out and he can help create what kind of shape he wants with it. This also helps him with his detective work. If I didn't explain this, Akira's also work is a detective as well. That's something that'll also come up in the story. What? Oops. Sorry, I pressed the wrong button for a sec. I hate when it does this. Alright, there's Akira's base colors. And now to do his watch. So as I stated earlier, Akira has a watch that allows him to control, that helps him control his ice powers better. But, I hate when it does this. So here's Akira's watch. Oh, hold on a sec. So the watch pretty much functions also as a regular watch too. It also tells time, but it also does more. If Akira fit messes with it like how you work a regular watch, he can also control like how much ice he needs. Like how can I explain it? Like adjusting the time of the watch can control how much ice he needs or what shape he wants it to be in. Because without it, I mean, he can control ice, but not like it's not gonna be it's not gonna be as detailed. I guess I should say. I guess if I had to compare it, it's pretty much similar to like a Green Lantern ring. So with combined with his powers, he can make any as long as he imagines it, he can create any kind of construct, any kind of ice construct he wants. If that's the best way to explain it so far. And let me get out the color, how his color schemes. groups. And also, another fun fact, his last name, Cobalt, is also another type of blue. And as you can tell, blue is also his favorite color. So that pretty much wraps it up. So Akira's a pretty cool guy. He has ice powers. He also likes jazz music and he also finds cleaning very relaxing as well. So this here is the brain of the Skylarks, Akira Cobalt. All right. So any other questions? Any other comments you'd like to ask? Let me see. Is there anything else I'm forgetting before I sign off? Let me see. How tall is he? He's like 6 foot, almost 6'1". Let me see. I always get caught up on the height of the OCs. No problem. Thanks for asking. He's close. He's 6 foot, nearly 6'1". So he's a fairly tall guy. He's about what? I guess he's like the fourth or fifth tallest member of the Skylarks. Also, an additional fact, he's also 20 years old. So he's up there in one of the older members. He's the, let me see. He's also like the fourth or fifth oldest member of the Skylarks as well. Alright, so I'm not seeing another question, so I think now is a good stopping point. And oh, hold on, before I do that though, one last thing. Where is it? Always gotta make sure to sign your Always gotta make sure to sign your work. Let me see. Damn, if he's 6 foot and he's number 4, that's a tall behind group. Yeah, the Skylarks are pretty tall. One of the one of the Skylark members is what 7'6", and he's pretty much the tallest one. What, like 7'6" or 7'7"? But anyway, he's pretty tall. The character I'm talking about. I haven't introduced him yet, so not seeing other questions, so I think now is a good stopping point. So, thank y'all so much for stopping by. So once again, this here is Akira Kobo, another one of my favorite characters, and he's also the secondary leader of the Skylarks and is the smartest member. And he's also a detective, and that's actually going to play a part in the story pretty soon. And another thing, a lot of people say we look alike, though to be honest, I don't see it. Though I admit we have a lot of similarities. One of which is our favorite colors are blue. Though once again, I don't see it. Oh, speaking of, and yesterday this is a character sheet I did of Bluebell, and fun little fact, her her and Akira have a bit of an interesting relationship. They're pretty close, and a lot of people often ship them. Often, sometimes the Skylark ship them, and other people I hear ship them as well. Other artists I've met, and personally, I do more or less ship them a little bit myself. Actually, another interesting fact: when I first made Bluebell, she was actually originally going to be Akira's teacher. In fact, Bluebell was actually planned to be a lot older. She was planned to be what, in her 30s or somewhat. But I just made her 23 and decided to make her one of the main characters. But fun. But I'm glad that worked out in its way. All right. So once again, thank y'all for stopping by. And once again, let me see. I'm also be doing Artfight this year. So this is another character in for the Artfight. And I can't wait for that, and I can't wait for anyone who's participating to take part. All right, so my next stream will be possibly Tuesday night, depending on how it goes, either tomorrow or Tuesday, depending on how it goes tomorrow. But anyway, thank y'all so much for stopping by. This is once again Kason the artist. So thank y'all. I appreciate it, and have a good night. Thank y'all and good night. I'll catch y'all soon.